Those are two awful stories about two national scandals: grooming gang victims being failed and British soldiers wrongly facing legal action. What have they got in common? Well, guess what? It's reported our Prime Minister was at the centre of both. As Director of Public Prosecutions, Keir Starmer claims he was able to oversee grooming gang perpetrators facing justice. But the Express newspaper today claims during one of those Rochdale cases which Keir Starmer was in charge of, one of the victims was described as a teenage pimp for tactical reasons during the case. It's also been exposed that under Sir Keir's watch, the Crown Prosecution Service sought lesser charges against Rochdale gang member Adil Khan even after DNA analysis of a fetus confirmed he had impregnated a 13-year-old girl who later had an abortion. That decision meant Khan only served 3 years of an 8-year sentence for conspiracy to commit sexual activity with a child rather than rape. Makes you feel sick, doesn't it? Shadow Home Secretary Chris Philp has now written to Shabana Mahmood asking the Prime Minister to apologise for what he calls disgraceful failures, and that Starmer's involvement in these grooming gang cases is looked at as part of the wider review into the scandal. But what do both these stories tell you about the lawyer we have in charge of our country? If it's not sickening enough, another story might just go to the heart of what the Prime Minister is really like. That's been exposed by The Telegraph today. Keir Starmer was a pioneer of groundbreaking legal claims that paved the way for the witch hunt against British troops in Iraq. That's according to his own Attorney General, Lord Hermer, his own testimony. Yes, Sir Keir had worked on two key legal claims which established that human rights laws in the UK should also apply in Iraq, where British troops were deployed. Those cases gave Iraqis a green light to sue the British government for false imprisonment and mistreatment, and led to some Iraqi insurgents falsely claiming British troops had executed Iraqis after the Battle of Danny Boy in 2004. Now, those claims were eventually dropped after the deliberate lies, that's how they were described, of the clients of Lord Hermer, yes, that name again, were exposed at the public inquiry 10 years later. So we've got a Prime Minister who, as a lawyer, failed grooming gang victims, and a Prime Minister who, as a lawyer, helped British veterans be falsely accused of crimes after